Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about the whole mess of Elon Musk and Twitter. So I'm sure everybody knows what Twitter is, but most people don't know how big Twitter is in comparison to the other social media platforms. So Twitter has around 465 million accounts, and that sounds like a lot. More than the whole United States as a fact, and bigger than Reddit and Pinterest. However, if you compare it to Facebook, it is much smaller, since Facebook's almost 3 billion. So if you haven't been paying attention, about a month ago, Elon Musk said that he was going to attempt to buy Twitter for $43 billion. When he first made this offer, it sounded like a lot. It was $54.20 per share, and the stock price was about $40 a share, so he was paying a premium for this. However, it's not ridiculous, because if you look at last summer, it was at the $70 range. And while that was its peak high, it does show that it is possible for Twitter to go back to the $70 since it was there less than a year ago. Originally, when Elon Musk made the offer, there was a lot of doubt behind it, because Elon has a history of just kind of tweeting things and not exactly thinking them through ahead of the time. So a lot of people thought this was not a real offer. There were some reports that Elon Musk wanted to make his own social media platform, and then he talked to people and they said it would be cheaper and easier just to buy one that's already made. So that's kind of what started his vision for buying Twitter. Then about a week later, Elon Musk showed the Twitter board the financing that he had. So it was $13 billion from lenders that had approved him. It was $12.5 billion in loans that were against his Tesla stock. So if he would, default on the loan, they would be able to get the money through Tesla stock. So it was secured. And then it was $21 billion in cash. When the board saw that this financing was real, they fairly quickly accepted the offer, because the $52 per share was a lot higher than the current trading price of the stock. So we all thought it was kind of over, with Elon Musk and Twitter both agreeing to the transaction. However, in the past few days, Elon Musk has kind of murkied the situation, and it's really unclear what's going to happen at this point. A few days ago, Elon Musk put out a tweet saying that 20% of the accounts on Twitter are fake/spam account, and he says that this is much higher than the 5% that Twitter had said it was. Elon Musk also implies that the 20% could be a very low estimate, and that it could be much higher, which could mean anything. I mean, it could mean 40% of the accounts are fake. And he is tweeting this even though, one, the information was supposed to be private information, and two, Elon Musk signed an agreement saying that he would not put out anything negative about Twitter before the deal was completed. So he's really breaking the rules in two ways. And you might think, why would he want to devalue the company that he's buying when he already agreed on a price and already has financing? And the answer is that he's trying to either back out of the deal or buy it for a lower price. When Elon was asked about potentially buying it at a different price, he strongly hinted that it was a possibility. And he said that he made the $40+ billion offer contingent on the fact that the 5% number was accurate. However, according to the lawyers in the negotiation, they're saying that the bot number is not enough to change the deal that's been agreed to. And the transaction is still being completed on the agreed upon price, on the agreed upon timetable. So after Elon Musk put out that he was considering getting out of the deal and breaking it up, the Twitter board said that they plan on continuing with the deal and that all its claims were false. There is a get out for Elon Musk if he really wants to escape the deal, but it's not cheap. The fee he must pay to get out of the deal is $1 billion. So it is just, $1 billion out of 40 plus, and he is, a multi-hundred billionaire, so he can do it, but it's a very pricey breakup if he were to go through with it. And there are sources that say there's over a 60% chance that he ends up getting out of the deal. There have been multiple cases of Elon Musk doing shady things on the internet in the past. One example is he said that he was going to make Tesla a private company by rebuying all of the stock, and he didn't do any of that, and he ended up having to pay tens of millions of dollars in fees to the SEC. Elon Musk also asked on Twitter if he should sell 10% of his Tesla shares. And this might not sound like a big deal, but since he's the CEO of the company, this can rapidly change the selling price of the stock and could be seen as insider trading if he had sold the stock right before or if he wanted to buy more of the stock right after, because he knew if the CEO says they're going to sell the company, that a lot of other people are going to sell it as well. And due to this, he also had millions more dollars in fees because he had an agreement that before any tweet about the company, it would have to be approved. And he broke that agreement clearly by asking if he should sell 10% of his stock in Tesla. And it does not seem like Elon Musk has learned from this, because he called the SEC that charged him the fees, he called them frauds, and he never seemed apologetic, even though it's fairly clearly a bad thing for the CEO of a Fortune 500 company to do. So now we wonder what will happen to Twitter now. I think that Elon Musk still plans on going through with the deal that he proposed. One, because of the $1 billion fee to get out, because that's a major fee even for him. And I think he wanted Twitter the whole time, and I think this whole deception saying that there's over 20% of the accounts are bots that he didn't know about, I think this was a scheme to try to get the price to go down, but he still wants to buy the company. I think he's looking back and he sees that he paid too much and he would like to renegotiate after he already agreed to the deal, but in the end, I think he will end up buying it anyway. So what's your opinion on what will happen to Twitter? Leave it in the comment section below. If there's any questions you would like me to answer, please also leave it in the comments section, and thanks for watching this video.